Lastly, as we all know, next Friday or October 31st is the night of Shaitan veneration. Next Friday is the night of Shaitan veneration under the name of Halloween. So, as we all know or should know, Halloween traces its origin to a festival named Samhain, celebrated among the Celts religion, which is like a couple of centuries before even Jesus was born. On the day correspond to November 1st on contemporary calendars, it was the New Year first day, according to them. That day was considered to be the beginning of winter period, when herds were returned from pasture and land tenures were renewed. So if you rent a land, that's the day you have to renew your rental. It was a commonly held belief that on the eve of Samhain, number one, the world of gods was believed to be made visible to humankind. Look at this nonsense. Gods, many, not one, will be visible to humankind, and gods play many tricks on their mortal worshipper. Gods play tricks on mortal worshippers. It was a time fraught with danger, charged with fear, and full of supernatural episodes. Number two, on that day, the boundary between the world of living and the dead becomes blurred, and spirit could roam the earth, like spirits of those who are dead will be wandering over the world. The souls of those who had died were believed to return to visit their homes. People set bonfires to hilltops for relighting their heart fires for the winter and frighten away evil spirits. They sometimes wore masks and other disguises to avoid being recognized by the ghost thought to be present. How silly. You put a mask and then neither Shaitan nor your God will recognize you anymore. That's the idea of Halloween, how it started. Beings such as witches and demons came to be associated with that day because they roam around. When the Roman conquered the Celts in the first century after Jesus, they added their own festival, the Feralia, which is an ancient Roman public festival celebrating the spirits of the dead, which used to be February 13th to 21st, but the church changed it to October and then the 1st of November. So, in addition, just to let you that Celt, where the original Halloween came from, Celt is a member of an early Indo-European people who, from the second millennium before Jesus to the first millennium, were spread much of Europe. Their tribes and groups eventually ranged from British Isles to Spain. The holiday of Halloween also traces its root to All Saints' Day, a day commemorating all the saints of Christian Church, both known and unknown, who have attained heaven. So who knows who attained heaven, right? There are varied accounts for its origin, but in the 8th century, the Roman Catholic Church moved All Saints' Days, a day of celebrating the church saints, to November 1st. This meant that All Hallows Eve. So it wasn't Halloween, the name wasn't Halloween, it was Hallow Eve, the evening of the Spirit, fell on October 31st. Perhaps in an effort by the church to replace the pagan holiday of Samhain or whatever it was to a Christian observance. The evening before All Saints or October 31st was later designated as Hallows Eve, from which the name Halloween comes. So, what about trick and treat to those young people among us today? Are you able to do this? Is that okay? Well, let me tell you the story. It's in Irish folklore, the stingy Jack, a person named Jack, was a person who tricked the devil twice. One time he was able to make him form himself as a bill to pay as money, coin, and in his pocket he had a cross. So he put that coin in his pocket, Jack did, so the shaitan touches the cross, so he was never able to get back to his original form. So he begged Jack, and Jack let him go. Then he tricked him again into some fruit from a tree. Long story short, again, that Jack put a cross on the tree, so Shaitan could not come back because now there is a cross on the tree. So, Shaitan, this guy, Jack, passed. So, God did not admit him to Jannah and Shaitan did not admit him to Jahannam. So, he kept wandering for trick and treat. This is what you are going for if you go for trick and treat. You are the stingy Jack trying the Shaitan. So if you want to be the stingy Jack asking Shaitan, go knock on whoever you want. But know that this is a habit from way before Islam, let alone Christianity. And once again, the origin of what we celebrate, or what people celebrate today as Halloween is a mixture of pre-Christianity, the Celtic religion, and the Christian ritual, or encompassing shaitans or demons, and presumably trying to fight demons back, but in reality, in a demonistic way, indirectly celebrating shaitan instead of fighting him back. Shaitan is a reality, at last I might like to add. As I explained, and to believe in the existence of shaitan is an essential part of Islam. But we have to know that he is our enemy. We have to seek refuge in Allah from him. Repeat A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim, among other ways to avoid his tricks, because his tricks are endless. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله. الحمد لله حمدا لا يبيد وأشهد أن لا